big move for Minnesota.
Big. They needed it, I think, to compete up against Colorado and Dallas, because you know that if you're Minnesota, you're going to be competing against either one of those two teams in the first round. I mean, and that is a very tough draw if you're Minnesota. So you needed to make that move.
Yeah, you had the premier forward in Kaprizov.
Yeah. So now you have this back end in Hughes.
Yeah.
So now the question is at that point, and now this rumor and speculation is, will Hughes sign long term with Minnesota?
Which he can't do until July 1st of next year.
Mm-hmm.
So therein lies there. I don't know what the bargaining rules are, but I don't know if you're allowed to discuss extensions before that.
That's a good question. Yeah.
At least officially.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of thing, maybe. Mm-hmm. But so that's going to be the risk for Minnesota. They gave up a fair amount of young talent. Obviously, they're in a good spot where they could compete.
Yep.
So this move makes sense for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be, if they can re-sign him, that's all the better for them.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a home run of a trade.
Yeah,
but there's some risk there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see. So looking at what Minnesota gave up, I'm not so sure the Flyers had what it would have taken.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I could think of was, and I think you were rightly speculating this, Steve, Cam York had to have been included in that deal, and I don't think you'd move him if you're the Flyers after you signed him to a 5-year deal. Even though that cap is relatively, it fits, basically. It's a movable commodity, essentially, like with York. 5 years at $5.5 million per AAV is not that difficult for any organization to take on. I just think that Vancouver would have asked for Porter Martone and maybe a first-round pick on top of that. I mean, I think the price would have been way, way too high, or we would have had to given up another young forward. And I don't think the Flyers right now, with the youth that they have what they're building right now, I don't think that would have really worked, even though Quinn Hughes would have been an amazing add to this lineup, especially on the power play if you had him quarterbacking it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Him on the blue line would have been unbelievable, but the price would have been too high.
I think you have to look at it in the context of, if you can't talk an extension with this guy.
Yeah.
It's a huge risk. And where we are in our development, we can't afford to sacrifice the depth of our
young forward.
Upcoming forwards.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was on an 8-year contract, you're going to have him for 8 years. Okay, I'm more apt to give up on a forward, but we need these guys on the team.
Yeah.
Right? We're not in a position where we can be sacrificing farm system for win now guys. We're not in a win now mode.
Exactly. Yeah, this
Minnesota
is a move
is ahead of us.
This is a move you probably make if you are easily in the top 3 in the Metro, and you're making a push to get into the postseason and get into the conference final or go to the Stanley Cup. I mean, this is a guy that you make that deal for. Right now, we're maybe, I would argue, 3 players away from that, so we're not quite there yet to make a move in that regard. Because, again, we have so much youth that's being pumped into the pipeline right now, and some of them right now, like Porter Martone, is ripping it up in the NCAA, so you don't part with that. You just don't. You see the talent.
I mean, if you had young guys on the team already who were scoring at great clips and were looking like superstars, then and again, the whole how long is he going to be here thing too. Like, are you giving up Martone for a year of Quinn Hughes, or are you giving up for 8 years? There's a big difference.
Or there was some talk out there of Matvei Michkov being traded, to get Quinn Hughes over here. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. It's like I keep going. Matvei Michkov's very, very young. You need him to develop in this, and it's going to take time for him to go there. So he needs to be here, I think, for his offseason. That's a totally separate issue. I get it.
To make the trade for Quinn Hughes, what Minnesota did is you had to have the horses on the NHL team and the horses in the system to move for Hughes. We have some horses in the system. We don't have the horses. We don't have the depth.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah, because essentially you're right. Because if thinking you would also have to probably move a Noah Cates or a Bobby Brink. And I'm not parting with those guys. I'm absolutely not parting with those guys.
I would absolutely part for them, but who's behind them? That's the issue.
That's the issue. Yes.
You're giving up guys. Who's going to fill that in?
Yeah. Good
Yo, okay, great. We landed Quinn Hughes. We're awesome, but now our forward cover is bare.
Now we have no scoring.
Right? Right? Exactly.
Yeah.